But the big news of the day while we were out yesterday was that via Daron Payne's social media, we got some clarification on what led up to Payne punching Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Detroit Lions. You'll remember that in the locker room after the game, Javon Kinlaw said that St. Brown hit Payne first, something that I took great issue with. I know you were annoyed by because it sounded like loser talk. It sounded like a guy whose friend had just done something dumb, defending the dumb thing that his friend had done, because that's exactly what it was. But this was Kinlaw in the locker room after the game.
Daron only retaliated because the refs literally saw the first punch, you know what I'm saying? And I don't blame him for the way he reacted, you know. And tempers got to flying. I mean, it is what it is. It's a physical game. It happens. But on my end, I just got to be smarter in certain situations and protect the team.
You saw St. Brown hit Daron?
Yeah, for sure. And they did too. Some bullshit. 100%.
So the last part there is actually true. The video came out. Payne posted it to his own Instagram. It shows him and St. Brown jawing and him shove St. Brown in the chest. St. Brown shoves him back. Payne kind of squares up on him. And right in front of an official, Amon-Ra St. Brown punches him right in the face mask. Closed fist. Official sees it, is watching them, comes in and separates them. And then 2 plays later is when Daron Payne actually went up to, after the touchdown, Amon-Ra St. Brown and did what was basically a boxing level hook. Like his punch a lot bigger with, more of a premeditated wind up, if you will, to Amon-Ra St. Brown. But what Javon Kinlaw said was actually accurate. This was St. Brown talking about the incident on his podcast with his brother, what led up to the punch, and acknowledging that he had hit Payne first.
This whole thing stemmed 2 plays ago. So 2 plays before that, I'm blocking. I believe it's number 20. It's like backside run. I'm cut off. I'm blocking him. He's driving me. He got under me. He's driving me all the way back into the pile. Like the play's kind of dead, and he drives me down. Boom. So now I'm on my back. He's on top of me. I mean, good play by him. He caught me off balance. So he drove me down. I'm on my back. He's on top of me. Boom. I get up, and he's talking to me. Whatever. I wasn't even saying much, and Payne comes out and bumps me. I'm like, what the f-? So I hit him, and then he starts talking and then I hit him again, and I accidentally hit him in the face. I didn't even mean to, jab him in the face. I just mean to, like, push him off, and I so happened to hit him in the face. And at that point, I was like, damn, like, I shouldn't have done that. Like, probably flag, whatever. Ref was standing right there. He didn't throw the flag, so that's that. After I do that, though, he grabs my...
So that's St. Brown. He goes on to say, after that, they get together. 2 plays later, he comes up and he punches him in the face. So it's true when Kinlaw says that Payne didn't get hit first. If that's your win, Commanders fans, see, I told you so. He was just reacting as if he's not the 1 millionth guy to ever be flagged after someone does something first and you react, as if there weren't multiple plays for you to get back within your mental health and your headspace to lock back in. Yes, 2 plays earlier, Amon-Ra St. Brown hit him in front of an official. Probably should have been a penalty. It wasn't, and that led up to the punch. Everybody happy now? Is that what we do? Now we claim victory? That he should be in trouble too? Is tattletale? Like, he did it first. He did it first. See, the video shows he did it first. Is that what we want?
Very strange to me that this is see, we got him. If this had happened tete-a-tete, if this had happened in real time, where Amon-Ra St. Brown punches Daron Payne and he'd responded in the moment, I think I'd be a lot more sympathetic. Because even as it is, I understand in the heat of play and as stuff goes on in this incredibly physical game, where you're getting in a car wreck 70 times, you emotionally reacting. If you emotionally react in the moment, let's have offsetting penalties. I agree with you that St. Brown should be flagged, probably should be fined, right? Don't punch people in the face. I have a very simple way of going about it, where we just don't punch each other. And I think that's a great place to start, right? So he should absolutely be penalized, and I'm hoping maybe a fine comes out after this. Even he's admitted it right there on video, so there's no room for interpretation. He did it. He punched him in the face. Something should have happened. The fact that it's multiple plays later, after the touchdown, shows that this wasn't heat of the battle anymore. It was this is more important to me to get even with the guy that's quite literally half my size, and for whatever purpose, whatever the upside there is, whatever the reason, you go up to Amon-Ra St. Brown and take a swing at him, congratulations. You got what you wanted. You get what you deserved. I have zero empathy, sympathy, etc. for Daron Payne because of when it happened. Again, if you're doing it in real time, if somebody punches you, you naturally react in some way. You push them back, punch them back, whatever normal. That's human beings. I get that. That was not. So St. Brown should have been flagged and should be penalized. I'm 100% with that. Daron Payne should be suspended for swinging multiple plays later.
And he was suspended one game, and he didn't get to go to Madrid. And now the Commanders' defense going through one of its worst stretches in team history, trying to get right against a team led by a back who went for 200 all-purpose yards last week against another fledgling defense, is going to have a really hard time fixing itself and playing at a high level without its best player. Because I think Daron Payne this football season has probably been Washington's best defender and is their highest paid defender. Yeah, it's simple to me. It's loser talk to pretend as though him doing this 2 plays earlier is a good reason for you to do it 2 plays later. If you want to have the conversation that a flag should have been thrown on him, sure, I'll agree to that. Absolutely. That he should be fined as well. Cool. You think he should be suspended for that? I would say no. It's kind of it's not quite the same thing as Payne walking up middle of the ring, so to speak, squaring off and trying to drop him with a right hook. It's more of a, like, we're exchanging shoves and I kind of take a quick, look like maybe, close hand, open hand, not sure, at the face mask. But even if you want to say any kind of punch, anything that looks like a punch, 1 game suspension, he should be suspended too. Whatever, don't care, sure, fine, suspend him. None of it changes how I feel about the post-game interactions of Kinlaw and others, where they, rather than taking the decision to swing and get ejected to task, endorsed it. Said, I didn't have a problem with what he did because he got hit first. Loser talk. Still loser talk after seeing that video.
Exceptionally loser. So remember, the sequence is, so it's minutes of real time. Not just game time, where it's about 2 minutes apart, but real time in terms of now it's 1,000, 2,000. The referee's setting everything up. We have an offsides, and Javon Kinlaw then proceeds to get in Jared Goff's face. That's the loseriest thing that's happened in the entire sequence, by the way. Then the touchdown happens.
He claps in his face after on the play where he's flagged for jumping off sides. And Goff says, based on what he told the local radio in Detroit, why are you in my face clapping? You're offsides. And he's like, yeah, I was. That's right. He keeps clapping in his face.
Great Duke front clap there. Touchdown happens. Again, you've just been beaten, and now you go find the player to take a swing at him. That's the loseriest sequence of the season for those 2 guys. Congratulations. You're the king losers.
Did you see that Mike Florio talked to someone at the league?
Yeah.
About why Kinlaw wasn't ejected? Because he hit an official.
Yeah.
Maybe even inadvertently. I don't know. I'm assuming he's a pretty good dude.
I've seen guys ejected for less.
Absolutely. And the league said they didn't want to eject 2 players at the same position on back-to-back plays. So because they're down 3 touchdowns, because they play the same position, because they had just thrown out the guy that lines up next to him, they essentially take pity on Kinlaw and they're like, we're not going to eject you 2. But can you imagine how embarrassing that would have been? Mm-hmm. Right after turning on that microphone, number 94 has been ejected. 1 play later, number 99 has been ejected. And both of your D tackles are meeting in the locker room like the Bash Brothers and Mighty Ducks getting ready for the shower. They could both be in the shower that sounds weird, at the same time. But you get what I'm saying is that they could both have been ejected from the football game.
Yes.
And in different areas of the shower at the same time.
They potentially.
Potentially.
And probably should have happened, to be honest with you.
The entire sequence was undisciplined and unruly.
Yep.
It was just a absolute...
It's an embarrassment is what it is, as far as I'm concerned.
Shameful. Yeah, as a fan, I felt shame. Embarrassment's the better word, but it was so dumb.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. And to see fans going, ha-ha, we've got the proof. Acquit. This guy is innocent of all charges. No.
So you're telling me the player that was winning by multiple touchdowns, 3 at that point.
3 of them.
Was chirping you? I got news about some of the other hard stuff that might be coming down the pike in terms of football. Oh, man. God forbid there's a loose ball. Someone's at the bottom of the pile. Yeah, these guys face a lot more difficult than the 5'8", 170-pound receiver saying, leave me alone or whatever he's saying to him. Like premeditated, go up to him after a touchdown and swing at him, eject, and suspend. That is correct.